All right guys, day 3. We're gonna go out. The main goal this day is king salmon and big halibut. We're gonna try mooching. Yesterday we were just jigging and the bite was just insane. We were hooked up constantly. We probably never had a period more than like 3 minutes without being hooked up. But we didn't get any bites from salmon and we didn't get any big halibut. So we're gonna try some dead bait. It'll be all of our first time mooching from the kayak, but I think it's gonna work really well. We tried it out from the boat the first day and it worked really well. So I think it's a good plan for today and we'll see you guys out there. Okay. All right, we good. Let's go. Yeah, my jacket's all wet. It's cold. The sun's out now, but my shirt is freezing. This should be toasty. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Just in case I get a big halibut tries to pull me in or something. Astronauts. But like Ace Ventura. You wanna zip me? Alright guys, so we just got to this spot. I couldn't even put a bait in the water without it getting hit by these black bass. And they're saying that there's huge schools of black bass, but as soon as they stop, you get a little bit deeper, and then the king salmon are right on the outside of them. So still marking a few, starting to mark less now, so I'm gonna start dropping for kings. Alright guys, so there was I think it was a king salmon. He did like a circle around my boat. He went to my bait and he kept biting it and running with it, but he never got the hook. So I dropped it all the way down to see if he would chase it down and I could bring it up faster and he'd get that reaction bite. But then this cod stole it from him. So I'm gonna let this guy go and get back after it. So there's a bunch of birds up here. Got a couple flying over. Got a couple sitting right on the surface. That's definitely a good sign. There's definitely gonna be some bait around there, and where the bait is, there's gonna be king salmon. So we're gonna check that out. We got 2 other boats here with us. You know it's a good spot. We got humpback whales coming up right on the outside of the bait. They come down here to gorge themselves, basically. Really, really cool to see. We've seen a ton. Look like 3 of them right next to each other over here. They might get a little closer. We're not supposed to get too close to them though, so we'll try to keep our distance.
Oh, it's a nice fish. It's a salmon.
Hey!
It's a nice one.
You!
Ah, not yet, but I see him. I see him. All right, guys. I think this is it. I thought you would get lucky. All right, guys, so we're at this spot. It's like a cove area. It's very crazy, like how you can target one species in one spot and then move to another area and then target a different species. So right there, I was getting hooked up. We're getting hooked up on a lot of black bass. And then our captain Si told us to go more around this area, and sure enough, I started marking a lot of schools and just dropping it down the bottom, kind of like using the kayak to basically just scope the line out, dropping it to the bottom, and then just slowly pedaling and reeling in. Once I got it to like 60 feet of depth, drop it down again, and that's it. You just gotta, you know, weed through the black bass and the other fish, and sure enough, got hooked up. It's not over yet though, I need to land it. I'm just like nervous that I'm gonna lose it. It's a nice fish. Eating a little fish for sure. It's weird, like it went out first and it's dipping down now. Oh, he jumped. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to attempt to get him on the boat. Let's bring the pedal drive up and the rudder up. Let's get this line right here. Yeah, he doesn't have much strength. Oh man, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Oh, guys! Woo! Yeah! Oh man. I mean, I'm not a salmon expert. I think this is a nice fish. I think this is a very nice fish. Woo-hoo-hoo! That's what we came in for. All right, guys, my first Alaskan salmon. And from the kayak. From the kayak, guys. Awesome.
Got him on. Got him on, baby. Rob just landed his salmon. I think they're putting it in a boat right now, and I'm hooked up. Something's pulling drag. I think I got a salmon. Ooh! Oh, there he goes. He's running. Staying pretty deep. He hasn't run out. Just kind of diving back down. Could be a salmon, could be a lingcod, could be a halibut. Hard to say. He was pretty close to the bottom, but one of their salmon was pretty close to the bottom too. I see my weight. Ooh, we got a halibut. Got a halibut. There we go. Woo! Get him in the boat. I don't want to get hooked. Goes my fish finder. Woo! All right, first halibut of the day. Hit the mooch, pretty close to the bottom. About 95 feet here. You got him?
Nope.
Oh yeah, there we go. So mooching is a technique that they use here for basically all the different species that they try to catch. So it's where you get a herring, you slice its head off like at an angle, and they call it a cut plug herring. And you have a rig with 2 J hooks. You hook the J hook kind of at an angle through the body, and the last hook kind of like near its tail, so it's hooked with 2 hooks. And you rig it so that it spins, and you have a leader that's about 5 or 6 feet to like a banana style weight. That's probably about 4 ounces, 3-4 ounces. And you have a rig with all mono, like 20 to 30 pound mono. You drop it straight down to the bottom. You try to keep a 45-degree angle. As soon as it hits the bottom, you start reeling at a constant speed. If you're marking fish mostly in the lower water column, drop it all the way down to the bottom and work like the bottom half of the water column. And then you drop it down and do it again. So you do it over and over and over again. So you're dropping and reeling constantly. And it's really, really productive. And it's really easy to do in the kayak. So it's I wouldn't say it's easier, it's about the same. But you're able to hold your spot a lot easier in the kayak because you have your pedal drive, so you're totally hands-free. You have your fish finder with a chart plotter on it. So you can find the spot. Say you're marking a bunch of fish on the bottom. You can mark it and you're able to stay on that spot really, really easily. And you can just keep dropping, keep bringing it up. Keep dropping, keep bringing it up. As long as you keep that 45-degree angle of the line, your weight's not gonna get tangled with the herring and you're good to go. A lot of times we're doing it right next to the kelp beds, just kind of running up and down the sides. It's working really, really well. And that's mooching. All right guys, so we're marking some fish sporadically. Mostly close to the bottom. There's a few kind of mid-water column. Keep getting nibbles. They keep robbing me, but there's definitely fish biting. We'll get one here in a minute. Ooh, I just went over a nice school. Yee, 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 yee. Oh!
You know why I did that?
Yeah, oh yeah. Appreciate it.
Right underneath the boat right here.
All right, so there seems to be a bunch of bait stacked up out here, but the current's pushing me back towards the rock. So I'm dropping the bait, I'm trolling back into the bait, and I'm bringing it up, and then I'm dropping it down, bringing it up, doing the standard Mooching style. But the current's not too bad, but it does want to push me towards the rocks. I keep marking fish right over the bottom and a few kind of in the water column. I got a few bites, but they keep robbing me, stealing my bait. Ooh, there's a bite. Right off the bottom. It's a little heavier. Not really. Maybe. Not too tight. That is a black bass hooked sideways. So a bunch of these guys around there. Woo! There he is. Man, that one crushed it. Small though.
I got a big school under me, bro. Oh, oh, oh. Big school of black bass. Second black bass for me.
Got something hooked up, about halfway up. Thrashing around a little bit, but he doesn't feel too big. Almost up. There's a lot of black bass around here. It could be another one of them. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Black bass. Big one.
Hey, I'm on too.
All right, guys, so the bait moved off, the birds moved off, and we're marking a lot less of the king salmon. So it looks like they kind of flushed out. So we're gonna wrap it up and move to a different spot. Sounds like some of the guys are catching some big halibut right up the water from us. So we're gonna go see if we can get in on that action. And with those big halibut, there's some big ling caught too. So we'll head over there and see what we can get. All right, guys, we just got to the other spot, dropped the kayaks in. We drifted a little bit off the spot. I marked it while we were in the boat still, so I got the pinpoint. Working right back over to it. Maybe about 50 yards in front of me. This is where the big halibut are and the big ling cod. All right, and their other technique to catch big fish, especially big halibut and big ling cod, is they use a short leader. It's like 200-pound mono to a big circle hook, like a 13 or a 16-0 circle hook, and they hook either a salmon head or what's called the skull cap of the salmon. You hook it up, you drop it down to the bottom with a 16-ounce like banana weight, and you just stay right on top of it. You drop it right on the spot and you wait. You wait, or you jig it up, let it hit the sand, puff some sand, and if that's not working, you slowly pedal around and just work the spot that you're at, slowly jigging up and down. So you're puffing some sand right off the bottom, and then you have that scent of your dead bait, and that attracts halibut and big lingcod like crazy. I'm gonna put it up on my Saltiga 50, drop it down on the heavy gear, see if we can get a big one. Oh yeah, there's fish all over the bottom. "340 feet here. It's gonna take a minute to get down. Yeah, I see it. I'm dropping right down. I just got down to the bottom. As you can see, we're well into the braid. We're in 340 feet here now. Still marking a lot of bait down there. That might be on. That's tight. That's tight.
Oh, stay right here, stay right here.
Double hookup, guys. Woo-hoo! This is a nice fish. It's fighting nice. Fighting nice.
It's heavy, but it doesn't seem to be fighting.
Right here, stay right here, stay right here. Yep, good. I know that wind is pushing over. Don't get on the kitchen.
Coming up. It might be a rot.
All right, guys, this is my first kayak halibut. Here we go. Yeah!
Color. Whoa, whoa, hey, big lingcod. Woo, jeez. Aha. Heck yeah. Woo, there he goes, now he's running. Heck yeah. Okay. All right, Bubba. I just got to double up, me and Rob. Got a nice halibut. I just got my biggest lingcod. This spot is lit up. It's on fire.
Definitely gonna get more. This is my biggest halibut too. I'm first one from the kayak, so
Hey.
let's get more.
Crazy looking fish. Look at these fins. It's unreal looking.
Woo! Killer,
Yeah,
man. Killer. Killer. All right, guys. So just pretty much first drop, and just literally just bouncing off the bottom. It was like the third bounce, and boom, got connected. Feels heavy, and it feels like it's fighting all the way up here. So it could be a halibut. All right, I see some color. Oh, it's very slippery. Very slippery. What a gnarly looking fish. Holy. Oh. It's like very weird. I'm gonna get close to the boat. All right, guys, so what I've noticed, oh, I'm on. Oh yeah, it's pulling line. I mean, instantly, like you guys saw, I dropped it. It's awesome. Oh yeah. So we actually had link up for dinner last night and it was incredible. So this is definitely going to be nice to have at home. Once we get back, we're gonna send all our fish that we keep back home. So it's gonna be nice for dinner for sure. Nice flaky meat, not a little, you know, it's not super strong flavor, but it's super nice fish. Another halibut. I'm gonna let this guy go.
So it's getting a little hot out there, so I took the dry suit off. I got a whale coming up right to my right.
Adam's good.
I'm good, what's up? Woo, see that? Big ol' humpback.
Nothing. Rob just got it in a halibut so much. Just making sure you're good.
Nice, Roger. Yeah, there's a whale right next to me. I just got back down to the bottom. Any second now we'll get another bite, I'm sure. All right, guys, we're hooked up. Feels pretty similar to the other one. Doing a little bit more head shakes though. Ooh. Oh. There he goes, he's running down. It's bigger.
Took drag?
Yeah, he took some drag.
Bring it to the top.
Bring it to the top.
On the boat.
Put him,
Yeah, we need him on the boat.
get my hands on him.
Yeah. You can pull forward a little bit.
He's definitely fighting harder than the other one. I'm golden. We're good. I got mono. Pump and rip. Ooh, there's a head shake. Getting close. Ooh. Oh, halibut. He ain't huge, but he's bigger than the other one. There he is.
Yeah. All right, guys, once again, fourth drift, third halibut of the day. This one is kind of like the first one, maybe a little smaller than the first one. The first one was the nicer one, but here we are. Oh, came off. That one got lucky. You swam back down.
All right, guys, hooked up again. My bait was down for maybe like 2 minutes. Big bait. Almost instantly, as soon as it gets down to the bottom, it's like pack, and then boom. And then as soon as that happens, I start reeling, and it's tight right away. Whatever this is kind of slow and heavy. Might be another one of those lings. Coming up from a long way away.
You hit it hard?
Yeah, he smoked it.
Yeah, it's good.
I got him right here. Oh yeah, another ling, big ling. Oh, he's barely hooked.
You got a hit?
I think I got the head. It looks like it's still in his mouth. Whoa! He was it wasn't hooked. He was biting onto the bait, and he just let go.
Hit that.
I'm gonna paddle right back up there. The really cool thing about the ling cod is a lot of times they don't get hooked. So what they have this thing called a hitchhiker. So you'll be reeling in your line and all of a sudden it'll just get heavier. And that's a ling cod that just swam up and grabbed your bait and is just hanging on to it. They have teeth like all the way back up into their throat and they're pointed backwards. They'll come up and grab it. They won't even get hooked, but they'll be stuck because they can't spit your bait back out because it's stuck on their teeth. So you'll bring them all the way up to the surface. A few of them we got them all the way up to the surface and we were able to gaff them and get them in the boat. And a few of them we got all the way to the surface and then they just opened up their mouth and spit the bait out. But a really cool thing. I didn't realize how common it was. I kept hearing the phrase hitchhiker. I thought maybe it might happen to us one time, but it happened to us countless times.
All right, guys, so basically what I'm doing right now, we're doing a drift, okay? But the current is kind of strong, so if you stop pedaling, you're going to drift away pretty quick. So what I'm doing is just cranking the pedal drive, just like 2-3 cranks every once in a while. That way I can stay in position or at least not drift as fast. As you can see, oh, I just got a hit. Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a nice fish. Oh yeah. It's the first time it pulls line like that. All right, as you can see, that the technique worked pretty good. Just stand in one position. I probably drift maybe like 15 feet off the first spot where I got the first hit, but that was it. And you can absolutely do it while you're fighting the fish too. You know, it doesn't take much to just do a couple cranks. You see right now I'm back to 0 miles per hour, and that helps you out not drift away, because if you have to pedal back to the spot over and over, you're gonna get tired real quick. So if you can minimize the travel distance and the energy you spend out here, you're gonna have more time fishing and not pedaling. Here you go, guys. Nice ling cut. All right, ling cut on the jig. So let's let him go.
He angry. Woo! Oh yeah, we're good. He's hooked. Look at the guy's teeth. You don't want to stick your fingers in his mouth.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's pulling line, dude. All right, guys, same. This is like the 5th drift. Would it be my 50-pound halibut? Stay tuned. Oh, winching this fish up from 300 feet. It is, you know this, so this. I say collar. Oh, nice cut. Nice cut. Yeah. Hey. There you go, guys. Alaska, baby. On the Jig Pro. Killing it out here. I mean, everything. You can catch everything with this thing. It says salmon, though. No salmon. Another halibut. Probably my smaller one of the day. 3, 2, 1.
Guys, I got slammed on the bottom. This feels like one of the biggest fish of the day for sure. He actually pulled drag. I bumped it up to full, and he was still pulling drag down. It's going to be a pretty good fish. My guess is a halibut. Could be a ling though. But he was doing a little bit more head shakes and drag pulling, so sounds more like a halibut to me. I got him on this Saltiga 50, so it's a perfect combo for landing these big fish. Got 80-pound mono. Right tool for the job. So when you're fighting big fish from a kayak, it's good to utilize your knee, because you can brace your foregrip of the rod on top of your knee, and you don't even need to hold it sometimes. It's good to. Oh wow, it is a big ling. He's up here. The bigger ones seem to like the dead bait on the bottom, and the medium to smaller ones definitely like the jig. But Rob is catching a ton more than I am, but I'm trying to go after those giant halibut and the big lings, so we're putting the biggest baits possible down right on the bottom. And it is producing. That's definitely my biggest ling cod.
All right, guys, if you're wondering if slow pitch jigging out here works, here we go. It's your answer. 2 fish, 1 jig.
Going down. Just got back over the spot again. We're at a spot called the Turbo Banks. I believe they call it that because of the current. Sounds like there's always current here. But it's not too bad. Really cool spot. There's all kinds of fish. We're in 337 feet. Not sure if you guys can see this fish finder, but it's red. It's red all the way from the bottom up to about 250 feet. It's fishy. Just busted a last minute ling cod. We're already starting to load up. Robbo's already in the boat, but we got a limit on these guys, limit on halibut. Killer day. This guy's going back free. Woo! That's good enough for me. He took off. All right. Alright guys, so we just dropped into another spot. We're fishing right up next to a bank here. I'm in 62 feet and we're right next to the rock. I got some type of bait jumping all over the surface. Not quite sure what it is. It looks kind of like pilchards. I'm sure it's not pilchards, but looks like pilchards. Tons of bait over here just jumping. All right, so I'm just gonna hook this guy just how he told me, kind of at an angle, because you want it to spin. That should do it. He said you don't need to put the trailer hook in, but I kind of like to. So I'll hook that in just like that. There we go. Guys, so I'm right up next to this huge rock wall and there's starfish all over it. Really cool looking starfish. A huge purple one. Wow. Really cool. There was a few bald eagles sitting in the trees above us. Starfish is not one of the things I would think is all over here, but I guess they do like cold water. A lot of kelp here too. It's the first time I've seen kelp before. Ah, salmon! Oh man! Wow, look at that! I don't know what it is. I mean, it's some type of salmon. Woo! It might be a silver.
I think Adam has a silver.
Woo! Wow. That's got to be a silver. Got him, baby. On the Rapala. All right guys, first salmon in the kayak. I think this is a silver. We haven't caught a silver yet, so I haven't gotten the official ID from Cy, but man, there's a bunch of bait just cruising. Don't hook me. There's a bunch of bait just cruising right next to that rock. So I got out this little Rapala and I put it on the slow pitch setup and just started trolling it around, and I haven't had it out for maybe 5 minutes, and already got a salmon on it. I really wish I had my spinning gear with me, but my handle got bent in my luggage. But because I think we could really slay them just kind of casting up into the schools of bait. But wow, super cool.
Okay guys, well, I was just reeling in. Oh, what is this? Oh, what is this, guys? So, oh my God. All right, things are a little hectic. Adam just caught a silver and I was backing up on the kayak. Oh my God, look at this. Woo-hoo-hoo. I think we got a silver, guys. So I was gonna take my phone out to film some Some otters. Oh yeah. I'm on. And I was reeling in the mooching setup here, and sure enough, I get hooked up. Fish on, fish on, fish on. I think I got a silver. All right, guys. I mean, here's next to the kayak. Oh, what is it? I think it's a king. I think it's a king, guys. I'm not sure. I think it's a king. Yeah, I do. I'm gonna try to get him in live. Yeah. Oh! All right, guys. There's a situation here. We got a really long rod, a weight, and a long leader, so it's a little tricky to grab fish. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's still got some life in him too. Whoa! Guys, this thing is beautiful. Phew! Yeah, baby! Oh!
I got very little control with the boat, but you can probably come right up.
I got you.
Yeah, it's a little short king.
All right, guys, short king, but first one on the kayak in Alaska so far. Awesome fight. Beautiful fish. Blues, purples, it's amazing. We're gonna get him unhooked, some photos, and go back in the water.
Got something else. New species. Okay, so Dennis caught one of these before. I think they call it a kelp greenling. Another cool, super cool looking fish. Kelp greenling, new species for me. Haha, I'm gonna let him go.
All right, guys, I'm so close to these rocks. I gotta step off the kayak and walk Alaska in its truest form over here. So I'm gonna take you guys with me on top of my head. This is all underwater. You can tell that this is usually underwater. It's pretty slippery, pretty dangerous. But here we are. Oh my God. Guys, this is so freaking beautiful. Wow.
Alright guys, so we're about to call it a day. Dennis is loading up into the boat right now. I'll be right after him. Beautiful day. The weather really calmed down, nice and calm. Sunny. It got kind of hot. Dry suit is a little bit much, but it's actually really comfortable. Back at it tomorrow.
right, tips okay for you, sir?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, perfect. That's perfect right there. I'd like some of this medicine, please. Okay. I'll take a steak too. Thank you.
Beautiful thing. Yeah. Hey man, you guys having a good time? Absolute blast.
Nice.
Be famous. He's already famous.
So we're here in one of the oldest buildings on the property. This used to be a cannery back in the 30s, and for the past 40 years, this has been a fishing lodge. This place has infinite history. We're walking around just trying to explore and looking at all the buildings, and there's just old pieces of equipment all over the place. We just saw what looked like an old lathe. There's tables for where they were canning years and years and years ago. Huge drill bit. I'm guessing they use this to drill these big holes, like where these bolts are, these massive pieces of wood.